Dave Meltzer, good old Uncle Dave, was on Talk Is Jericho this week, talking with Jericho about the future of the wrestling business in a post-Vince McMahon era. Check out this clip.
They're both going to determine the future of the industry. I mean, when you look at, they signed this guy or this guy had a 5-star match or whatever, or you're just kicking ass in your pay-per-views are going way up. I mean, that's all great stuff, but the big picture is that television deal, and who buys that, and Tony's in it for the long haul, and I think people underestimate Tony. I mean, as far as what he's done to build a company to be this competitive,
this fast,
it's really unreal.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, okay, Triple H is in charge, so now all those guys would go back or guys would come back. Like, to me, the secret why WWE worked was Vince. Vince is a guy that was a genius amongst all of the geniuses, and now he's gone from WWE. Now you have Triple H, you have Stephanie, you have Khan, but Vince is gone. So there will be a lot of pros to him being gone, if you want to call him that, but there's going to be a lot of cons as well, no pun intended. It'd be interesting to see in the long run.
Yeah, it really is all up in the air, Tony Khan is a player in this game. He's not a fly-by-night. This isn't a flash in the pan. I think we're going to see Tony Khan last a long fucking time in this business. As long as he's able to at least maintain what he's got, he'll always be a viable number 2. They got a long road to go before they can top WWE, and they probably never will. But certainly I see them lasting longer than even a WCW did. I really do think that AEW, they get a good TV partner. They're able to maintain a high level of production value and talent on their roster. I think they're going to be able to hang in the fight. And it'll be interesting to see with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan now in charge of WWE. It's all up in the air for them too. I don't think that machine, the machine's going to keep going. The wheels aren't going to fall off of that machine, but are they missing some of the genius that Vince McMahon had? Those are giant shoes to fill. And even though they got 3 people in the role that Vince would have had, minus the talent relations, but creative and all that shit, having those 3 people fill those shoes might still not be enough because Vince had such a good brain for entertainment. Even though a lot of his wrestling sucked towards the end, and he has had a lot of really stupid ideas in the history of wrestling, we can't ever let that overrule all of the brilliant ideas that he's had and all the brilliant stories and characters and just everything we've come to know about Vince McMahon over the years. I worry what's going to happen with Vince now. I really find it interesting. They talked about that a little bit too on the pod here on what they think Vince is going to do with his life now that he's retired. A lot of people still think that he's going to be involved just behind the scenes in some capacity. But I find it interesting, and I would actually like to see like a cartoon or something like that of Vince McMahon out trying to exist in the real world. Vince McMahon goes to the grocery store. Vince McMahon goes to the movies. Vince McMahon gets a job working at McDonald's. Like all these little bunch of little shorts of Vince McMahon, and he's just, God damn it! With that said, though, that's about all I got to say about this. It's interesting, everybody's speculating on what the future holds for professional wrestling, and it is all up in the air. But I think it's safe to say that we are certainly in a new era. Tony Khan's, AEW's been around for like 3 years, but that's still fairly new. So you got a brand new company still, and then now you got new leadership in WWE. It's safe to say this is a brand new era, and we're in very uncharted territory right now. And where we go from here is anybody's guess, but I'm along for the ride, man. It'll be fun to see what's going on, how it all plays out, and I'll certainly be here to cover it. Hey, thanks for checking out that clip. Don't forget to check out other clips here on the channel. And while you're there, throw a like, throw a subscribe. And don't forget to check out full episodes each and every Sunday of the Pro Wrestling Podcast.